If you are someone who often procrastinates or self-sabotages due to feeling like you need to be perfect before you show up, this is for you. Perfection is not required to show up and blow up. In fact, authenticity is the new currency, and people really, really resonate and are deeply attracted to people who are just being authentic. And that includes not being perfect, maybe being messy sometimes, showing your quirks, not needing everything figured out. I just started being consistent on my YouTube in the last month. I'm consistent on other platforms, but I'm not being perfect on here. I don't have the perfect setup yet. I don't have the perfect lighting, the perfect camera. I'm going to get that stuff eventually, but I am doing it imperfect and I'm perfectly okay with that. It doesn't matter. So, the one thing that I see that stops people or holds them back or just makes things long and drawn out is because they think they need to be perfect. I have worked with so many people who have a desire to start a podcast, to launch a program, to write a book, and they've been talking about it and thinking about it and writing about it for years, but they think this needs to be in place. I have to have the perfect website. I have to have the perfect branding. I have to have this in order before I start. No, that's a lie. You're just wasting time. Time is passing either way. Do it messy. Take messy action. It's going to build momentum. It's going to attract your people. And you can figure out the little pieces in between of what your branding looks like, or in my case, getting the things that I need to step up my YouTube. But start before you're ready and know that you never need to be perfect. Perfectionism just keeps you stuck and slows you down. So you might be like, all right, Steph, this all sounds amazing and it's hyping me up and everything, but I still feel like I need to have all this stuff in order. Like, how do I feel more comfortable with showing up messy? And for that, I'll say, I want you to think of your best friend, someone that you are so comfortable with. They know everything about you. You are your complete, uninhibited self with that person. Imagine yourself speaking to that person when you're showing up online, when you're sharing your offers, when you're talking about your stuff. That person is your audience. That person is your ideal client most of the time. It's people that resonate with you, that vibe with you, that are like, fuck, this girl's amazing. What she say is so awesome. I resonate with her. I want to know more about what she's doing. Imagine yourself speaking to the people who are already like in. They're already your people. They're already your soul fam. They don't need you to be perfect, but you need to know that within yourself and get really anchored into feeling confident and comfortable in your own skin without all the bells and whistles and whatever. Perfectionism is literally just an excuse. The thinking that you need to have the perfect website, the thinking that you need to have the perfect messaging, the thinking that you need to whatever it is an excuse. It is your mind feeding you lies, telling you all these things that you need to have in order before you start or before you take things to the next level. But what if you didn't need any of that? What if you being your full authentic self in your power, showing up true, real, and raw is literally what makes you blow up? Because I'll tell you one thing, that is the truth. People are going to resonate much more with that than someone who is perfect or someone who is trying to be perfect. Think about people you follow online. Think about people that you really resonate with. I guarantee you, one of the reasons you resonate with them and you love the things that they share or say is because you're attracted to their energy and their authenticity. They're not perfect. And there may be some things within that person that you see that inspire you, that motivate you, that empower you. And maybe they're further along on their journey in some ways. And you might think, oh, well, they have this together and that together, and I don't. There was a point in time in their life when they didn't have that together and they showed up messy and imperfect as well. So give yourself the permission to just show up authentically and embrace that. And do what I said before and tap into the energy of how you feel and who you are when you're with your best friend. How do you feel and who are you when you're with your best friend? You are uninhibited in your expression. That's how you get to show up online. That's how you get to show up with your message, with your offers, with how you're sharing and expressing yourself. That is you. You get to just be you. All the other things you can figure out along the freaking way. But stop pretending that you need this, that, and the other before you show up, because you don't, and you're wasting time. I'm going to be going into this a lot more in my free Show Up and Blow Up masterclass. We're going to be going into the blueprint on overcoming fear of being seen, clearly communicating the power of your message and your work, blending intentional strategy with your authentic way of expressing yourself, and so much more. You need to be there if you are ready to blow the F up with your soul's work. I will leave a link in the description and I will see you there.